What you're about to hear will shock you to your core. A man who spent nearly 40 years inside Hollywood's most powerful marriage is finally speaking out, and what he's revealing about Will and Jada Smith could destroy everything.
And I told you that Jada was addicted to how Jada would watch at the houses. She had her laptop, she would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. Being around Will for 38 years and Jada for almost 3 decades, I saw a lot of things that I believe to be criminal.
If you expect to be with somebody forever, it's like, let's get real with it from the gate, you know?
Hard drives, laptops connected to TVs. Brother Bilal claims he saw things in that house that were criminal. But to understand how deep this goes, we need to go back to where it all started. Jada's past has always been controversial. Drug dealing, Tupac, secrets she kept hidden for decades.
Recently, you've opened up and talked about back in your early days when you were younger. You said that you were a drug dealer, and you said you just decided that this one little piece was important to share.
A bad one at that.
You weren't even a good drug dealer?
I wasn't a good one.
Oh, no. But you said it was finally time to share. So why was now the time?
Well, I felt like there had been, and still is, a lot of missing pieces to my relationship with Tupac, and I know that there's a lot of intrigue around it.
Tupac Shakur, the love that never died. But that wasn't the only secret Jada was hiding, because years later, another name would explode into the headlines: August Alsina. The moment that changed everything. When Jada finally brought herself to the red table, the world stopped to listen.
Promised, Jada Pinkett Smith brought herself to the red table, and surprisingly, her husband Will Smith joined her. They talked about pain, healing, and yes, Jada's entanglement with August Alsina.
It's all love.
Recently, Alsina revealed to the world that he was involved in a relationship with Jada while she was still married. And even though statements were released denying the affair, Pinkett Smith is now reluctantly confirming that the relationship did indeed exist.
It's a situation that I consider private.
You just feel like it ain't really nobody's business. But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
During the 12-minute Red Table Talk episode, Jada sat down with Will to explain how she met August 4.5 years ago. But the friendship didn't turn into something more until she and Will were ready to call it quits.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, I think from there, as time went on, I got into a different kind of entanglement with August.
Yes, we know entanglement is vague as hell, but thankfully, Will pressed her to be more clear.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship. Absolutely.
We also got clarity on the misconception that Will gave August permission to sleep with his wife.
The only person that could give permission in that particular circumstance is myself.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. But what August was probably trying to communicate, because I could actually see how he would perceive it as permission, because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
And I think he also wanted to make it clear that he's not a homewrecker.
Now, if you're like us, you're probably wondering why August? Well, we'll let Jada explain it.
I just wanted to feel good. It had been so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Eventually, August broke things off and they haven't really talked since. And the Smiths claim they are now stronger than ever.
We ride together.
We die together.
Bad marriage for life.
An entanglement that became a worldwide meme. But Jada insisted this wasn't about betrayal. It was about their unique approach to marriage. A marriage built on what she calls transparency.
everybody talks about you all the time.
Right.
You know, just lots of rumors and tabloids and all of that. And you're very careful in the book not in a whiny way or whatever. Let me clarify this.
Right.
Let me clarify these things that have been said. And one of the things that you are careful to clarify is it was never an open relationship.
Thank you. I'm glad, yes. It was
a transparent. You say it's a transparent
relationship.
And what do you mean by that?
So transparent meaning, look, I wasn't going to fool myself into thinking that we as 20-some-year-olds, babies, mind you, getting married and living in Tinseltown, spending a lot of time apart, okay, that we weren't going to run into temptation situations.
You're young, beautiful, rich, temptation.
Right.
You're apart a lot. Temptation is raining down
on you.
Yeah.
Exactly, right? And I'm like, hey, we got to be in partnership with this. Like, I wanted to face it head on and just go, I didn't want to create a culture of deceit or betrayal between us. And I just wanted to be real about it from the gate. I had seen so much just with, I knew what street fame brought dudes, okay? I knew what street fame brought. And I'm like, if street fame does that, I can only imagine what global fame does. And from me, my own experience walking into rooms, all eyes on me, and how intoxicating that was as a young woman. You know what I mean? It's like I had been there and done that, you know, in regards to my earlier years before I met Will. But I just knew that I just wasn't going to set myself up that way. But it was never an open marriage, you know, and like either one of us get to do whatever we want to do. That was never the case.
As you say in the book, it's about eliminating the possibility of betrayal.
Yeah.
If something happens or you want it to happen, talk about it.
Absolutely.
Which is the healthiest way to go in.
Listen.
Because it happens to everybody.
Listen, if you expect to be with somebody forever, it's like, let's get real with it from the gate, you know?
Not an open marriage, she says, but a transparent one. Young, rich, beautiful, and surrounded by temptation. But according to Brother Bilal, what really happened behind closed doors was far darker than anyone imagined. Warning, these allegations are extremely disturbing.
You know, about the sexual things they were doing allegedly to certain people and all that. And I told you that Jada was addicted to So how Jada would watch at the house is she had her laptop, she would stick her hard drive in, right? Boom, and hook it up to the TV. And she could play whatever video she watching. So now, I'm seeing videos of her and Will and a bunch of some celebrities, everything. Because remember, the last interview I told you, if you don't sue me, I'm gonna let people know who you've been hitting with them dildos. I don't know if you remember that, but I remember. Your wino's gonna remember it. And I said, if you don't sue, I'm gonna sue. So I told you, being Muslim, whatever I say I'm gonna do, that's what I'm gonna do. Period. And I gotta have evidence. So we not playing. That's why they didn't sue. So back to these discs with all these this homemade on it or whatever.
Alleged videos, hard drives full of content involving celebrities. Brother Bilal claims he saw it all with his own eyes, and he says that's exactly why they never sued him. But there's more to this story, because the strange behavior reportedly started much earlier. Even in public, there were moments that raised eyebrows, like this awkward interview with Will and his son.
There's a distance in terms of affection showing between the general and his son.
Absolutely.
Is it like that at home or no?
Nah, really.
We're very affectionate.
We're very affectionate.
He tried to kiss me in the
Have you ever kissed your son on Thai television before?
You're allowed. I can kiss my son.
Can you kiss your on Thai television?
I can kiss my son. Jaden, come on.
Are you okay?
Oh my God, this is ridiculous.
Yes. What are you saving for? I'm gonna buy my parents' house.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna buy your parents' house from them?
From them, yes.
Okay. Will they then stay there with you?
No, I'm gonna give them a little apartment.
Will that be like in the backyard, or where will the apartment be?
Uncomfortable moments caught on camera. But these were just hints of something bigger. And one man was there through it all, watching, documenting, and eventually speaking out. Charlie Mack, Will's right-hand man for 30 years. The same Charlie Mack who, according to Brother Bilal, would later become an FBI informant.
It's just great. I'm watching him, he's with my man Charlie Mack. So Charlie was with me every step of the way. First out the limo. So Charlie has been with me, 30 years coming up in the business. So, he's surrounded by a whole lot of strength. He's surrounded by a whole lot of love. And all he has to do is add discipline, and he gonna be all right.
It's like Uncle Will, Who is best to give you advice? And it's Will Smith, and I'm getting so much good advice. I got my first acting role, Empire, and it's changing my life. And it's like, I'm listening from the greatest, and it's like making me well prepared to work with Taraji and Terrence Howard,
Put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his. Jada responded to the first global interview that I did with you.
That was a global interview.
Yes, it went all over the world.
It was in Arabic, I saw it.
Yeah, it's India, everywhere. I talked for 2 hours.
Okay.
And I said some pretty, what some people may think to be outrageous things, but I knew them to be true and had the evidence to show that it was true. That's when Jada responded out of anger, not out of knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because for her to be a global iconic superstar, you rushed to the Breakfast Club to say, number one, that, I extorted you, there was a money shakedown. You said you didn't have all the facts. So that puts you in legal jeopardy right now. You said all the facts will come out. None of the facts came out. Now you, Will, and yourself are in legal jeopardy. Her lawyer sends me a cease and desist letter, which I had to report him to the bar. Kenneth B. Hurts, because he said I never knew Will, that I never worked for Will, and that he said he represented Willard Carroll Smith, which is Will's real name, but he was asking me to take down statements from Jada. So that's what we call in law overreaching. You cannot, if you're saying you represent Will, you can't compel me to do something against Jada, right? So I already knew that I had him legally. So I said, okay, I got y'all. Now, once that happened, there was another interview, of course, when she came outside and reiterated that she was suing, right? And there was another interview with TMZ just after that where one of the cameramen asked Jada, hey, Jada, have you seen Will with any men before? And her answer was no. So now that's a lie too, because I put out an interview with Will Smith grabbing Alfonso Rivera, squeezing his nipple and trying to put his finger in his. After that, they reached out to me through many people, one being Charles Austin, AKA Charlie Mack, the federal informant. He reached out to me through a friend. From my understanding, allegedly, it was Will and Charlie.
The man who's been there every step of the way. But there's allegedly another video that Brother Bilal exposed, one involving Will Smith himself. Brother Bilal released footage of Will Smith with another man, and when Jada responded, she made a promise. But here's the thing. Brother Bilal says Jada lied when she told TMZ she never saw Will with men. He claims he has video evidence proving otherwise. So when Jada threatened to sue, "We're going to take legal action," she said. "That's actionable," she promised. But that legal action never came. And Brother Bilal knew exactly why.
Jada said she was going to sue you. Did she sue you? And why are you suing her? Can you elaborate there?
So, well, yes, Jada went on several platforms, the Breakfast Club, TMZ, saying that she was going to sue me and so forth and so on. Will was going to sue me. And the answer is no, because you can't sue somebody for telling the truth, right? That's number one. Then number two is that I said in an interview, if she didn't sue me, I was going to sue her. And I dared her to sue me because, like I said, being around Will for 38 years and Jada for almost 3 decades, I saw a lot of things that I believe to be criminal within that time. So at the end of the day, if you want to say you're going to sue or whatever, now's your chance. You could just countersue, right? But she hasn't done nothing yet. The only thing she's done was allegedly pay all these people like Megyn Kelly, the TMZs, and all these people to put smear campaigns out on me, right? Megyn Kelly's calling me a glamour. I never knew Will. Well, how I never know Will? And we got, I'm on this. He just shot me out on his first album and all the way to his book, Will, his autobiography, where he talks about me in the book, put my picture in the book, and put my name in the book. So it's no denying that. And if you play a little bit more, you'll see how repugnant and diabolical Megyn Kelly is for some money.
38 years with Will, almost 30 years with Jada. Brother Bilal saw things he believes were criminal, and he dared them to sue him. But instead of a lawsuit from the Smiths, Brother Bilal became the target. It started at a birthday party, Will's 53rd birthday, and what allegedly happened that night would change everything.
I thought the Will and Jada sagas and entanglements and drama was out of the mainstream.
Bro,
here we are again.
It's back. Now, a man by the name of Bilal Salam alleges that Jada and her entourage basically rolled up on him at a birthday party in 2021. He said he was very close friends with Will for decades. But Jada and about 7 other people confronted him at Will's 53rd birthday party. And he claims that she became very aggressive. She told him that if he didn't stop telling her personal business, that he would end up missing or catch a bullet. That's what he's saying. He also claims that Jada was demanding that he sign like a non-disclosure agreement. And he said months later, they actually needed his help. He claims that, after Will's infamous Oscar slap, they were trying to use him to help him with crisis management. But according to the lawsuit, it says the plaintiff refused to perform tasks he believed to be illegal, unethical, or morally compromising. And he's basically saying that he didn't want to be involved in any cover-up or deceptive PR campaigns. And now he feels like they're retaliating against him, and he's suing her for $3 million.
So the threat was regarding what exactly? Rewind that for me.
So the threat was, stop telling my personal business. And he's claiming that she said, or end up missing or catch a bullet, according to him. That's what he's saying.
Got it. And he was working with the family.
That's what it sounds like, because he says he was very close to Will for years. And at one point they needed him. But he refused to cooperate with, stuff that he felt was illegal.
Threats at gunpoint. Stop telling my business or end up missing. A $3 million lawsuit. And demands to participate in what Brother Bilal calls illegal cover-ups after the Oscar slap. But when he refused to cooperate, Brother Bilal fled the country. He went to Colombia thinking he'd be safe. He was wrong.
I got a driver, Fernando, that would drive me around. In Colombia, everything's cheap. So he'd drive me around, run errands, do everything that I need to do. Kind of like an assistant, right? So we're pulling up to my apartment in Colombia. And when I pull up to my apartment in Colombia, there are a bunch of guys with two guys with black pants and white shirt, Scientologist outfits, right? Not saying they're Scientologists, who knows, right? And then there was another guy who I found out to be a private investigator, and they were by my house. So I told him to drive past. Right? So he drove past, he parked. And I'm like, damn, why are they in front of my house? But the crazy thing before that, somebody sent a picture of the front of my door in my apartment and texted to me from a number, right? With nothing. So I put 2 to 2 together. I'm like, damn, they might be out to get me, right? So we're driving one afternoon. And while we're driving through that afternoon, a car pulled up with a guy with a mask on, right? And tries to run my boy off the road. So he's trying to not, because in Colombia, you have a lot of freeway parts, but you also have a part like there's no barriers. So you could, somebody make a wrong turn, you down there.
Because it's mountainous.
Yeah, so so the car is, so my assistant trying to make hitting the other car so we don't go on a barrier. So the guy put the gas on, boom, right? One of the people that I saw, even with the mask, I'm able to see, it was one of the people that was at my apartment. So we rolled down the embankment, right? Glass breaking, everything. Like I could hear oh man, it was bad, right? So by the time I get myself together, I look over, my man got a big piece of glass like this stuck in his head, right? It's about this long, because the windshield broke when we was tumbling down. So finally the police came, the ambulance came, they took me to the doctor. So now my back is messed up, I gotta have black surgery, and then my knee. I have to have knee surgery, yeah. So
How is your driver?
How is he? He still got brain damage. He still got brain, I'm responsible for this guy now. He still has brain damage.
Men in Scientologist outfits outside his apartment. A masked attacker running him off the road. His driver left with permanent brain damage. Brother Bilal himself needing back and knee surgery. Was this really just a random accident in Colombia? Or was someone trying to silence him permanently? But the allegations go even deeper, because Brother Bilal claims he witnessed Will and Jada's behavior around other celebrities, and one night, things almost turned violent.
We were at a birthday party that I think either Matt Damien was giving for Ben Affleck. It was just a little gathering. It was at the Four Seasons. Will Smith and his sister and her husband, we were all sitting on this side of the room. Matt Damien, Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez, Puff, Will Smith, and Jada, and it was sitting on the other side of the room. So I know Puff so well that he stood up. When he stood up, he walked and did his arm a certain kind of way, and then he did like this, and I went over towards him. I know to go over there towards him. So I go over towards him, and he said to me, he said, yo, I think Will and Jada is trying to scoop up Jennifer. I want you to stay close, because I'm going to snuff him. I said to myself, Will Smith gonna beat the shit out you. No, Puff can scrap now, but I don't think he could beat Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? Well, he can scrap. You know what I'm saying? So then he said that shit. So I didn't go back over there where Will Smith's sister and her husband was. I stayed about, if he snuffed Will, I could move slow enough that Will could probably get 2 or 3 punches back in. Yeah, but that's funny. He thought that Jada and Will was coming on too strong to Jennifer, making advances.
Jennifer Lopez. Diddy ready to fight Will Smith, all because of alleged advances being made. But this brings us to the most explosive allegation of all. Tapes. Multiple tapes allegedly involving Diddy and A-list celebrities. And one name keeps coming up.
You heard about this sex tape that's being shopped around, a Diddy and another male? They say the other male is an A-list celebrity.
I would wonder if he's white or black. And if I'm looking at any black guys that are A-listers that's bigger than Diddy, there's only one that I could come up with. And there's a few I could come up with. Will Smith, he's bigger than Diddy. I would think Nick Cannon is bigger than Diddy. Who else on the black that are black actors or black in the business that's an A-lister that's bigger than Diddy that's black? That's hard to think. But then if you got the A-listers, you know, you got to realize he ran with that black that Rat Pack, and I don't even say their names because they said I got their names wrong last time. What's his name? Kushner. What's the other guy? Leonardo. Yeah, his name. Man, I don't keep up with these cats, but I heard that it's not. That's not only the tape that's being shot. There's some other tapes out there, other people too with him, and him doing some things with some other people. So it's quite a few tapes that might be out there, what they're hearing, and I don't want to see the tapes, but I want to know if they really true. Because if they got if they got some tapes out there and it's with some underage, whether it's celebrities or not, it's gonna be crazy, bro.
Will Smith, bigger than Diddy, an A-lister for decades, and according to rumors swirling in Hollywood, his name might be connected to these alleged tapes. So let's connect the dots. Brother Bilal worked with the Smiths for 38 years. He claims he saw criminal activity, including explicit content on hard drives. He exposed allegations about Will's behavior. Jada threatened to sue but never did. Instead, Brother Bilal was allegedly threatened at gunpoint at Will's birthday party. When he fled to Colombia, someone allegedly tried to kill him. His driver is permanently brain damaged, and now tapes are allegedly being shopped around Hollywood involving A-list celebrities. The Smiths have never filed that lawsuit. No criminal charges have been brought against Brother Bilal. Charlie Mack, Will's best friend for 30 years, allegedly became an FBI informant, and Brother Bilal continues to speak out, claiming he has all the evidence. The question isn't just what happened anymore. The question is, what's on those tapes? Who's trying to keep Brother Bilal quiet? And why did Will and Jada never follow through with their legal threats? This story is far from over, and when the truth finally comes out, Hollywood may never be the same. Drop your thoughts below. Do you believe Brother Bilal, or is this all just a money grab? Let us know.